All right. Woo! If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay present crew. If you are watching on live, hashtag live crew. I figure I'm doing a road trip. Happy 111. I'm doing a road trip just quietly. I can't say where I'm going, but I'm doing a road trip, and this is all part of a prep for an audition that I'm doing. So I'm prepping for 2 auditions actually. So I've just been playing with the. Can I talk about it? I've been playing with some very fastly worded raps as just practice. You might know Blackalicious. Yeah, working on that. I'm gonna keep this one a short one, but I realize I'm a wealth of knowledge in terms of the field of entertainment and acting, and I'm doing an injustice. I'm doing a disservice to y'all if I don't share some stuff. So keep it light today. Today is like Friday to Saturday, right? I want to share with you guys. Maybe I might do this thing a regular thing, like a Friday like story time, or Saturday story time. That sounds better. Saturday story time. Real quick, because I just want to share a quick story. God, this is gonna be good. I've got 3 stories I can share. You can tell me the next one. I'll pick the most interesting one or the one that I feel is right today. You can pick a story about one of these 3 beautiful people, beautiful souls. All right, Margot Robbie. My experience with her. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yep. And Charlie Hunnam. The Charlie Hunnam story, I remember I was working in Coincast TV and everyone wanted to hear stories about that, which is pretty cool. So maybe I'll save that. That's a good one. All right, today I'll talk about Margot Robbie. This is a short one, and I'm going to keep this. I don't know if this. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this a public or for friends. I might just keep it for friends for now. For those who are watching on live, I see you. I appreciate your viewership. Story time. We're going to share stories about celebrities that I have met and interacted with. Hey, Ducky, Duckworth, dude. I have to call you Ducky. It's the coolest name. Anthony, live crew. Yes, what's up? Anthony, you pick. All right, I'm going to give you 3 options, all right? Charlie Hunnam, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Margot Robbie. Pick one and I'll tell a story of my beautiful interactions with them. Like this, I often don't tell stories, but I really, you know what? I'm doing an injustice if I don't share these stories. So, see you at 6 a.m. Yes, brother, I'm going to see you at 6 a.m. Day 3 of journaling, man. Welcome. We're going to cycle through it, so you're going to go through all 7 days. Don't worry. Margot Robbie. All right. Okay. So this is beautiful, amazing, and a little bit embarrassing. Okay. So a few years ago, the acting industry is very small. So a few years ago, I put a request. I mean, I'm friends with a number of A-listers, right? There's one who is a 2-time Logie winner, and we did some films together. I won't say his name. He did Neighbors. His initials are POB. You can look him up. He was telling me a story of how we were catching up for coffee, and he was telling me how, before he broke it, right? Before he broke, he was doing Neighbors. And then he was going to go to LA. And just before he went to LA, Margot Robbie sends him a message saying, "Hey, how you doing? I want to catch up for coffee." And he didn't reply. He was like thinking, ego got in the way. He's going to LA. He's like, don't worry about it. Like, and then literally a year and a half later, Margot Robbie broke with the very famous Wolf of Wall Street. And then POB was like, "Oh my God, I missed my opportunity." All right, but let's talk about Chris Masters. So, a number of years ago, I mutual friends with Margot Robbie, and I sent her an ad request saying, "Hey, mutual friends of so and so and so. I love your work. Love to connect." And so she added me. She accepted me. And here's the interesting, awesome part. And I don't tell anyone because I'm like, tall poppy thing, and I have to say that's bullshit and just share these stories. Can I speak for my highest self? Say I if I can speak for my highest self. I'll give you a moment. Say I if you want me to speak for my highest self, right? I. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. So, I swear to God, for about 14 months, every time she posts something, and the personal messages, she did like the script. It was like the front page of the script for the Harley Quinn movie, and the fantabulous emancipation of Harley Quinn, handwritten. She wrote that, and I would write like a personal fun comment, and I would scroll up and down for all the comments, and mine is the only one that she hearts. Mine was the only one that she hearts. And this is, I kid you not, it happened for 14 months. Whatever, like every time she puts a personal post, I would write something that's like funny and personalized, and she would heart mine and no one else's. And I don't know, all right? I'm not saying that I'm her type. And I know her, she doesn't know me, I don't think she knows me very well. She's seen my posts and stuff, she knows me on a superficial level. But obviously she's very public, and I've seen a lot of interviews with her, and I've read a lot about her. So I know quite a lot of her personal life. Not in the soccer-y way. But I'm interested. Like I have like my 6 acting gods and 6 acting goddesses, and she's one of my goddesses. So I just want to learn and model model excellence from her, learn how to be the best. And check this out. So, I mean, there was an interview on the red carpet with E, and I believe it was Mario Lopez asked her, like, what's your type, okay? And she's like, oh, I have a really hard time finding, this before she got married, right? And, she was going out with the guy at the time, his director, now husband. But at the time they're dating, and she's she's like low key, like to the public single, and she said to Mario Lopez, she said, I don't know, my type is really weird, like it's really hard to find. I like a guy who's got a mustache and like a man bun and long hair. And I remember watching that, I'm like, shit. At the time I was growing my goatee and beard, and I was growing my mustache, and I was like, shit. Dude, it's kind of like, think, there's a movie, Her. The movie Her, all right? Think that guy, okay? Before he played the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, exactly, Joaquin Phoenix. Like that look with the mustache, real hipster. And I remember just thinking, watching the interview, I'm like, that's me. I'm like the Asian version of that. So, not saying I'm her type, but I may be her type. And so here's the embarrassing part, all right? I'm going to practice vulnerability here. This is the embarrassing part. I think it was like 2 a.m, and I was probably feeling in a low state, and I was kind of drumming up some social media attention. Guys, don't do this. I learned from my mistake. And I was like, tag this friend, these friends who, are close to me, these friends who have some influence. And I was like, maybe I'll just throw in an A-lister. Don't do that, okay? Unless you get permission from them, unless you get consent, don't just like tag them like unsolicitedly. So it was like 2 a.m. I was drumming up some social media, and I tagged her. And she must have seen that and be like, what the heck is this? And it was just some like, random like, polling question, lead magnety question. And then she dropped me. So sadness. This was about 2.5 years ago. Practicing vulnerability here. I enjoyed a good 14 months of being on her radar, but alas, maybe one day we'll be friends, maybe we'll hang out and stuff. But but currently I'm off her radar. So the industry is small. Eventually, I'm probably gonna bump into her. Like Chris Hemsworth, for example. I'm mutual friends with like 6 or 7. He came from Phillip Island, and I spent a lot of time in Phillip Island in the past 15 years because I love the beaches there. I go surfing there. So I've I've hung out with a lot of people that have gone to the same high school as him. I know 6 actors who were housemates and like came up with him back when they did Home and Away. So I won't name them. They're awesome people. DK, I'm out of tag him. DK, man, if you see this, I love you, bro. I miss you. You and your Magic. You and I, man, we had a good year and a half where you and I just played Magic all together. By the way, I'm getting back into my Magic hobby, so I'm learning some Magic again. Man, I loved your live videos. Every day you'd post some new Magic. It was freaking awesome. Anyways, yeah, Dean Kirkwright. I'm just gonna say his name. He's fucking awesome. He's currently not acting. He's currently retired. He's currently not working on Neighbors. So just saying. But yeah, Dean came up with Hemsworth, and so yeah, like mutual friends. I just hear a lot of fun, interesting stories of him growing up. So that's my stories, and you know, interestingly, one of my goals last year was to actually get the Center app. This is Hemsworth's team of fitness nutritionists. You know, his Hollywood A-list Thor build-up body team. And so I have, on Christmas time, a lot of sales happen. I've actually bought Center. Embarrassingly, I haven't used it yet, but I have it. So I have access to Hemsworth's team. Amazing about digital days these days. Anthony, man, I love you. You're one of my avatars. When are we? I was going to ask you when are we doing coaching again, but you're going to be in one of my free groups. So welcome to the Sacred Space, man. This is a seed project, so it's free for the first 1, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, man, you're absolutely free to join and play. I just want to honor you for your long standing client hat with me. You're a dear friend. You're my avatar. You're the person that I can best serve. So I love you. You're a beautiful man, and I wish you the world and all the best things. And not just wish, man. Let's make dreams a reality together. All right? Okay. That's my story for today. Storytime Saturdays. Maybe we'll make it a thing. And next time we'll talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme, or Jean-Claude Van Damme, maybe Charlie Hunnam. A lot of girls, when I worked with Charlie Hunnam in True History of Kelly Gang, everybody wanted to hear stories of Charlie Hunnam. It's hilarious. So maybe I'll save that. That'll be a third, I think. So we'll talk Jean-Claude Van Damme sometime soon, and then we'll talk about Charlie Hunnam. Beautiful times. All right, God bless. Power to y'all. Thank you for your viewership. Hashtag completion crew when you're done with this, because you completed it. Again, if you're on replay, hashtag replay present crew, because you are present in this moment, in your present time, which is my past, but I'm present with you now. So God bless. Take this energy and go forth. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make your dreams a reality.